So here. Just waiting for YouTube here so I can get the child thing going. Doom doom. You. Hey, Allie, okay, just give me a minute. I had to do something, adjust something here, so just a minute. And I'll send it. What the frick is going on here? 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. Just had to use the restroom. Anyway. Nah, don't like that. You there, Allie? Whoever's here. Hey, man, how are you? How are you? Oh, someone else joined. How's everyone? How's everyone today?
What's up? Max,
Yeah, I'm here.
what's going down in your day?
Not much. Just freaking hurricane winds over here again.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, fun.
I'm outside right now, just taking a go look at the backwoods. Pretty clear.
Looking for Dogman, I bet.
He ain't out there yet.
Probably.
I
He's
did hear
probably
some.
somewhere on my land looking for me right now. Wondering where I'm at.
Yeah, I heard some stuff last night though, but I didn't want to come out. I was just wanting to rest. I didn't go to bed until 4 in the morning, so I was like, screw this. I'm just going to bed.
Yeah, for sure.
I gotta admit though that I was actually I think around 3:30 in the morning. I was recording the storage room, and I'll be honest with you, dude. I freaking saw an orb, a big orb, flying across, and I'm like, oh shit! But I mean, I couldn't. It's weird because I only captured just a little bit on the video, so I couldn't be able to post it. I was like, damn it, man.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
I guess until the next time, right?
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's amazing though.
Yeah, I mean, the house is haunted too, where I'm at, but it has nothing to do with the house. It's actually the area that I live in.
Wow. Shoot. I bet you can hear the wind howling here where I'm at. Just barely.
Nah, I can't hear. So how's the day today for you?
Not bad. Just
That's
a typical
good.
normal day. Was hoping to get to do something like fishing or magnet fishing or kayaking, but got a little windy. I guess I couldn't.
Yeah,
Maybe tomorrow.
true that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe tonight I might have to go out there and look for Dogman.
Yeah, for sure.
With my luck, I'd run right into him, though.
Never know.
Yeah.
Never know.
With my luck, I'll just go, hey, who is a good boy? And just run the opposite way. Oh, shoot. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer you didn't get that orb on camera. That'd been awesome to have on YouTube.
I mean, I did, but I didn't. I did because it was just a glimpse of it, but it was pointless to post it. You know what I mean? So I was like, nah, I'm gonna post it. You can't really see it. The only time you can see it's when you're looking at it, and then once you click it, it's gone. So I was like, damn it.
Yeah, for sure.
I might end up doing it tonight again though, but it'll have to be around 2 or 3 in the morning though. It was actually next to my doll, that haunted doll that I have. Well, she ain't really haunted, dude. I mean, it's just ever since I got this doll, the room had been getting really cold. So it might be her, but then again, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not sure.
I'd say that balloon I have is haunted because last night I woke up and the whole room was just cold.
Oh, yeah?
And I think you've seen that video. I was just like, I said, okay, I swear if this thing moves when it follows me, I'm going to freak out. And then it followed me.
I was laughing because I said, man, balloons always do that, though. They just move, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't post the video, but later on I was like trying to get a video and I had to use the bathroom, so I just went to the bathroom. I came out and that balloon was facing at the door. It's like, no, this is creepy now.
Nice.
But yeah. Here, I'll try to show you what it looks like where I'm at. It's actually not bad.
Okay.
It's actually pretty beautiful.
Yeah, I like it, dude. You have a nice area. I like it.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of the back roads over here where I live. All farmed area with big old mounds and shit. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. The only problem is when it gets night and you're out there.
Yeah.
Then it's terrifying in a way. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Okay, I didn't click that. So how was your weekend anyway?
It was all right. I was doing a couple lyrics, I mean, you already know I'm a singer, so
Yeah,
I do sing hip hop, I sing all kinds of stuff. I'm a songwriter too, so
awesome.
I mean,
I've been wanting to be a
I'm
songwriter. I just can't think
well,
of anything.
a lot of my friends own a couple recording studios, so I'm actually singing with several of them. I've been doing that for so long, so we'll see what happens, but right now
Yeah.
I kind of got in a mix up with one of my homeboys, so I was like, nah, I better just take a chill, and I'll just, I wrote a poem, and then I started writing a little bit of my song, and then practicing the other song that I was supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I mean, I want to be a songwriter, just can't.
Yeah, it's tough. It's not easy. It
Especially
ain't
with
easy.
guitar.
I know it sounds easy, but it's not. So
Yeah, it does sound. It's like, it sounds easy to be a songwriter. And then you get to it's like, it's hard.
yeah. Yeah, I had another song that I was practicing with one of my boys, but I didn't want to post it because the song's not out yet, and I haven't like really like recorded the song. We're just practicing it and stuff. So I don't want to be rude or disrespectful towards my boy either because it's his song. I'm
Yeah,
just
I
in
don't
it.
really want
I'm
to
doing
spoil
yeah,
it.
right. I'm just, singing along with him. So the
Hmm.
song's pretty dope though. I've had a lot of people hear and they're like, whoa, man, that song sounds like a song from a radio.
Yeah.
They look at me like, Dana Ali, I didn't know you could sing. I'm like, yeah, I can sing. I've been singing since I was a kid.
Yeah, speaking of singing, I was singing the song from like a movie or something this morning. I didn't even know. My dad was like watching me. I didn't know. And turned around, he's like, "Is there a dying donkey in here?" I'm like, "No." Uh,
Funny.
yeah. Kind of scared me to death because I just turned around. He's like watching me. I was like, "Oh, hello. How are you?"
That's funny. So did you ever find out who was knocking at your window last night or the past 2 nights?
No, but I kind of scared me because I opened the blinds and I was like just expecting like nothing. And I was expecting like something just like to pop out and hit the door right in front of me, but there was
Yeah.
nothing. There was nothing there. Like I even opened the door, nothing. I looked down the stairs, nothing. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, this is odd. It's probably
Yeah.
Don Man trying to get my attention.
Probably.
Shoot.
Yeah, I
Yeah, last
remember.
night between that balloon and the door knocking,
Uh-huh.
all that, I think I had enough panel like experience last night. Shoot. They literally aren't joking when they say 3 o'clock a.m. is the most haunted time in the time you can get stuff.
Yeah, that's
Oh
when I
boy.
actually saw the orb. I saw the orb, but then again, I always hear noises in the storage room when I'm like, because the storage room is right across from my bedroom. So I could
Mm,
hear a lot of activity going on. And, sometimes I'll be honest with you, I'll be like sleeping in the storage room just to see what's up. And yeah, I'll be on. I mean, I do hear a lot of stuff, but I never record it. I mean, I would wish to have my equipment though to be able to. I mean, yeah, I could record it on my phone, but it ain't gonna really capture a whole lot more than I would rather just kind of do a session on it.
I don't know. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Mm, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, because you like cut out and then like it got silent. Like my stream just started glitching. I was like, okay, here's the part where YouTube takes it down.
No, come on now. Maybe it's someone reporting it. You
Probably.
already know what I told you, dog. Don't let that crap get to you. You know what I mean? That's not cool. I don't
Yeah.
play like that. That's not cool. That's not cool.
Yeah, neither do I. Because yeah, the first night that I actually met, well, the next night day after I met Clown, I went live with him. Was on like actually live for like 1 second. YouTube took it down. We just talked like for the next hour ish until I can't remember someone else that went live. Can't remember who,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, it was fun.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe what's going on right now with everything right now. What happened, you know.
But we don't talk about it. But
Yeah,
you
yeah, let's not.
let it go, hon.
Yep, let it go.
So you're gonna go fishing?
Yeah, I got a fishing license yesterday.
Okay, that's cool.
I would do it at our pond here, but all I catch is moss because it's just full of moss.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually got my license not too long ago, gun shooting. So I got my 49. I'm like, yay,
Yeah,
so I'm so happy.
yeah.
But
I
I
would
mean,
love to go rabbit
I
hunting.
think that would be more to carry for protection when you're out there investigating, especially in the woods, because like I live by the woods.
Hmm.
So, if I'm gonna go cryptid investigation or paranormal investigating or better yet, doing my adventures, just to have something with me, in case anything happens. But, I
For
mean,
sure.
especially when you got big animals coming at you, because we get
Hmm.
bears around here too.
Hmm.
Well, not where I live, but I know like 2 cities down, there's bears sightings. So,
Hmm.
never
The
know. They
most
might.
go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go.
I mean, the most I'd have to worry about would be a coyote or something like that.
Yeah, we get a lot of coyotes. Yeah, them coyotes don't like me though. I used to, funny story. I had gone, was it about a year ago? I went with my brother. Well, I have 3 brothers, but one of my brothers is a paranormal investigator, and he actually went out there to investigate when he was around here where I live. He doesn't live in my state though. He lives in a different state. So, anyways, we went to a haunted area not far from us, and he was trying to investigate, and we started hearing some howling. So he kind of looked at me, and I'm like, okay, what the heck? He's like, nah. He goes, you'll be all right. Don't worry about it. Just ignore it. We're just gonna do our investigation. I'm like, all right, it's cool, cool. But I don't know. I just started to be a little punk, so I started to howl right back. He
Oh
told me
boy.
not to do it, and I did it. Oh boy, I'm gonna tell you, them coyotes came right at us. My brother's like, dang it, Ali, what the heck did you just do? We got back on that truck. We got in my car. I'm glad my car was right next to me though.
Yeah.
I just opened my door. I'm like, get in. So we took off, and ever since, man, I tell you, because we don't live far from that. I don't live far from that place I was at. So sometimes I think that them coyotes were following me over here. They were pretty mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
One night when I was videoing, I heard something. It sounded like foxes. Like like they kind of like make dolphin noises, and I was like, foxes maybe. I don't know what it was. I couldn't see. It was like gray blur, but 4 of them at least just running pretty
right.
far distance away from me. I was like, I'm just gonna stay away from that. Um, I
I've
wanted
seen.
I
Oh, go
wanted to
ahead.
be more adventurous and brave and want to get near them. I was like, I don't really
Yeah,
know what that is, what it is. I don't want to deal with it.
yeah. I've only seen 3 fox my whole life. They're so
Yeah,
tiny. They're cute, but they're tiny.
for
You
sure.
know. But them coyotes, I don't know. Me and them coyotes, dude. I'm more of a wolf lover, so
Yeah,
we don't get along.
yeah,
Me and them coyotes, we just don't get along.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. One year, well, me and my dad were deer hunting.
Mhm.
I was sitting there looking around, and I heard a gobble. I was like, "What the heck was that?" That wasn't a deer. And I looked past my dad, and I said, "Dad, there's a turkey. Is
Yeah.
it turkey
Yeah, we
season
get
now?"
wild. Yeah, we get wild turkeys around here.
Mm-hmm. I love turkey though to eat. It's good.
I'm not really much of a turkey fan. I'll be
Mm.
honest with you, even on Thanksgiving, I don't know why. I used to love eating turkey, but I don't anymore. I prefer to eat ham and stuffing and,
Uh,
all that stuff, but nothing turkey. I don't know why. But the weird part is that when I do go and get a Subway, like go to Subway, I always order a turkey
what?
sub. Isn't that weird? But that's
Yeah.
it. That's it. That's the only turkey subs, anything that I will actually eat. So
Wow.
yeah.
Well, it's kind of odd.
Yeah, I know, right?
Mm. Shoot. There's so many people going live anymore. I got home from doing something.
Hmm.
Me and my parents went on a walk, and I
Right.
count back, and like I got 4 notifications. Oh, this person's live. Oh, this person's live. Oh, this person's live. I'm like, can you calm down, phone, for 1 minute?
Yeah. No, a lot of people go live, especially at the
Hmm.
same time. So that's kind of cool though. You get to see different things,
Hmm.
different live streams. It's pretty interesting. Everybody's
Yeah.
got cool live streams going.
Hmm.
I respect that's cool. That's cool.
It is. It's just kind of like, oh, this person's live. You go to their channel and start watching their live. Oh, this person's live. You go there. Then next. Like, and then
Yeah.
eventually you look right back to where you started. It's like,
Everyone's got a
okay, I
lot
feel
of
like I've been here before.
yeah, everyone's got a lot of cool, interesting live streams. I like there's a lot of nice live streams.
Hmm.
Fun to watch.
Yeah, for sure. Shoot. Yeah, depending on if my phone wants to stay charged tonight, I might go out and do a little bit of investigating, but
Hmm.
it seems to like to die on me, especially at night.
Yeah.
Fun. Can't wait to get a camera and an actual light for it. An actual
Oh,
camera.
right. Me too. I mean, I do have a camera, but I don't know if it has light. To be honest with you, it was actually a gift that my ex-husband gave to me, but I never used it. I do have it, but I'm hoping it still works because it's like 4 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Never
about four
used
years
though.
old. So it's still in its box. I just not used it. I mean, but I'm pretty sure it still works. Hopefully, we'll
Yeah.
see. So
Hopefully.
I might use that instead. But that was a gift from my ex-husband. So
Nice. Yeah, there's no one watching right now, but I mean, I know that eventually, like after this ends and stuff, I know there's gonna be a lot of people watching it.
that's cool. That's what's
I
up.
hope.
It's your stream. Vox.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got yours. You got to do your stuff too. It's why you made your channel. It's why
Hmm.
everybody makes a channel. You know,
Hmm.
everyone has the right to
Yeah.
do their vids, make their live streams.
Yeah.
Grow their channel.
Yeah.
Have their cool subs with them and everything.
Yeah. I kind of was thinking about last night. It's like, like when you start off, you kind of get people's like when I started out, Clown. I
Hmm.
mean, I got some of his subs, and then got some of your subs, and then got some of other people's subs. You just kind of get your own little family.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And
mean, everybody
kinda
goes all
cool.
over, but everybody's just respecting everybody,
Yeah.
giving the love, sharing the love, and
Yeah.
that's what's up with YouTube. You gotta share the love, spread the love, you can't,
Mhm.
that's how it should go, spread the
Mhm.
love.
Yep. Yeah, I kind of found out about StreamYard through Clown, like, because when I watched his first, like, when I started watching his live first time
Hmm.
ever, I seen Powered by Steam, and I was like, oh, that kind of seems cool. And then I checked out, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool.
Yeah. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, boy. Hopefully people will watch this live stream later on today. Probably not today, but tomorrow for sure. The
Yeah.
replay.
Never know. Never know.
You kind of had to play it by ear. Like, if you do a different kind of video, not really everyone likes it, you might have to try something different.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, everybody's got their own ways of doing.
Opinion.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Just got to respect that,
Mm-hmm.
That's how life goes.
Yeah. Yeah, that first live stream I ever did, that was an hour long. It's gotten like 42 views already. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Cool. I have not made a live stream yet, but I don't think I want to. I mean, if I do a live stream, Fox, it's going to be all sorts of things. It ain't just, you know what I mean? It's not, see, my channel, that's why I put the universe on my channel. And what I mean by that is I have everything on my channel. It's not
Yeah.
just about the cryptid or paranormal. I mean, I'm a musician, I'm a singer, I'm an artist, so I try to throw out stuff that I'm people that I socialize with, kind of spread the word out with my
Mm-hmm.
peoples, spread out my music, stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. And that's what I want to be doing, later on. So, as soon as I start to edit, because I don't know how to edit very well right now,
Me
but
neither.
I'm getting there though, I mean, hey,
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty smart, so I'll get there. But once I get all that going, then I'll be able to throw out the videos a little better than what I have right now,
Yeah.
and it kind of sucks, because you can't really do much because of this coronavirus either. So it's not like I can actually go out there and do stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, I do live out in the woods. Yes, I could go outside and record and put out videos, but it'll get boring after a while, you know,
Yeah.
because it's the same old, same old. And I ain't trying to do that either. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to, you know, maybe once, twice, you know, but I think this time it's just if I know that there is actually something out there completely enough for me to get on my camera, then I'm definitely gonna go out there and record, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
until then, it is what it is, you know, at least until
Mm-hmm.
everything goes back to normal.
For sure. Yeah, like that video I did on out there at that lake. Like it was fun because it was just all sticker bushes, like thorn bushes.
Right.
So I kept stepping. Ow! Ow! It's fun. I was mainly looking for sheds, but then when I got home and told my parents what I was doing, I said, "Why didn't you look for mushrooms?" Like, you have a good point. Why didn't I look for mushrooms?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we get a lot of mushrooms over here. I dared myself one time to eat one, but I'm like, nah, I better now probably end up dying.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Oh, there's a mushroom. My mom's like, no, that's just a toadstool.
Yeah.
Oh, good thing I didn't eat it.
Yeah. I mean, we get cactus too. So that, yeah, you'll be surprised. We get cactus. I'm like, we got cactus? I didn't know we had cactus. You know, you'd think cactus be more like in the desert somewhere, but yeah, we do get cactus around here too. I was like, whoa.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, I know. I found that out when my cousin landed on one and he had prickers all over him.
Ouch.
That was so funny.
I bet.
Yeah, he was mad and crying. He's all mad. I can't believe I got all these prickers on me. I'm like, dude, who was the dumb one that ran at me and then fell down? You know better than that.
For sure. Like I did that Siren Head, reading.
Okay.
I tried to do a little bit of everything, as much as possible. But
I didn't know about that. You know, when you showed me that image on Twitter, I was like, dude, that thing looks like Johnny Five, that movie's Short Circuit. I'm not kidding. You got to watch that movie. I didn't even know this thing existed. And I'm like, I mean, it kind of reminded me a little bit like Wendigo, but not like a whole lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that night after I showed you that, I just could not sleep because I had that thing in my mind all night. I was like, this thing's going to get me. This thing's going to kill me.
No, you're good.
Its own way.
Yeah. So you never had any paranormal stories that happened to you or anything?
No, not really.
Really? Wow.
I'd love to go to somewhere paranormal,
Yeah.
And the problem, there's none around here at all.
Never know.
Like, well, I guess I got up here where I'm at right now with the stupid balloon. Dog man knocking on my window every night. I guess that counts.
It's getting there.
I mean, other than that, I don't really have any other place that's actually haunted other than cemeteries. Right. That's about it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. There was a cemetery I've gone to. I think I think about 2-3 years ago. And one of my family members took me there. Oh gosh, Fox, it was so beautiful. It was a big cemetery, but it had mounds, kind of like mounds. Oh,
yeah,
it was gorgeous, but it was a pain in the butt though to climb up them mounds just to get to the other stones up there that were, had people buried up there. Whoo, that was beautiful. And I believe it might have been 1700s graveyard. They had a lot of from the 1700s until like now, people that had passed away. But wow, that's just it was a beautiful cemetery. I wish I knew the name of it though, but I think it might be like maybe 45 to an hour away from me. I'm gonna have to ask one of my family members, the name of it. So I do want to go back though, and if I can, investigate or even just show the, like just record the video there, just because it's beautiful. Mm-hmm. It's just it's amazing. It's a very amazing cemetery. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of hills, that one video I did, the exploring around the hill pond, you've probably seen how big that one hill was I had to climb up. You The one like where I like kind of turned my camera, you could see like for miles and miles and miles on end.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was a big hill to climb. I was like, I got up to the top of that, turned my camera off because I was like, okay, I don't know really which way this pond is, and I got my GPS on my phone. Okay, I'm going the right way, and then I got to the top of the hill there, and finally I'm like, oh boy, I got another 2 hills to climb here. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's how it felt with me when I was climbing the mountains up there. That was it felt. Yeah, it took about approximately maybe like 15 minutes to get up there, and it was
Yeah.
tough, man. No stairway, nothing. I just literally had to climb up there. I'm like, dang, dude, it was rough, but I
Mhm.
loved it. It was beautiful over there. So hopefully when this virus, and hopefully it comes down soon. I mean, it seems like, I don't know. I haven't really checked the news or anything, but I don't like to, because every time I see the news, I see something going wrong, and it's just sad, so I try to
Mhm.
avoid it as possible, but I don't know, maybe I should start looking just so I can see what's going on.
I'm gonna have to search up sometime haunted places near me, but yeah,
Yeah, for sure. No, definitely, Fox. You can go out there and investigate. You know what I mean?
yeah. One of the
You don't
place
have
that
to go by yourself. You can always take somebody with you
yeah,
if you're afraid to go on your own, you
yeah.
know?
I mean, who wouldn't be scared to go alone? I mean, especially if somewhere haunted. But
Yeah.
I mean, once this
And if I was
virus,
in the woods, I'd go with you, but I'm not near
yeah,
you, so
yeah. I mean, like once this whole virus ends, I'll probably definitely have someone come with me. But until then, it's like, yeah, you can say 6 feet away.
yeah.
But yeah, if I could have on my Facebook page that I was talking to you about,
Mm-hmm.
I was ziplining, like, and it was awesome.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard of ziplining, but when I first seen it, I was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But it's fun. If I could have, I would have videoed it because you're, I don't know, pretty high up.
Yeah.
You got to going like maybe 50, 60, 70 miles an hour down just like a steel rope.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it was fun. Oh, goodness. Definitely was fun, but yeah.
That's
I did
good.
have to self-rescue myself once or twice. I got stuck, so I was
Yeah.
like, well, here we go. Fun time awaits.
That's funny.
Mm. But, heck, I
Have you
mean, like,
ever
if
skydiving?
you ever go ahead.
Have you ever gone skydiving?
No, because I would love to, but I'm not old enough. My dad
Oh,
has though.
that's right. I was just about to ask. They have to be 18, right?
18 or 21, either. I can't remember which now, but yeah,
Probably 18. Yeah, well, you'll
yeah,
be there. I mean, you'll get there. I mean,
yeah,
you turn 18 soon, don't you?
yeah.
There you go.
I bet. Then there we go. There, my dad want to go. Bet.
No.
But,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. If we ever meet up ever in the history of our lifetime, maybe we'll have to go to woods or something and explore and investigate.
Right. Yeah,
Especially go to
definitely.
haunted, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just opened up my channel 2 months ago. But I've always been on YouTube, and every different channels, just checking people out,
Hmm.
liking and admiring a lot of people and
Same here.
stuff. But the thing with me is that I've always been into the paranormal and encrypted things since I was a kid, because
Hmm.
of all the things I've seen, all the things that I've been through. So, I just never really shared any of that until now,
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a lot of stories back in the day, and still have stories until now. So
Uh, yeah. I mean, the only reason I've gotten into paranormal is because of the show Ghost Adventures.
hmm
I love that show.
yeah, yeah.
The one thing I really like to have is a SLS camera or a structured light camera.
Okay.
And like, I don't know what else they have on there. I can't think of it now. But yeah, it'd be awesome to have some of the equipment they do.
Right, right. Yeah, it'll get there. You know, things take time.
Hmm. One thing I would love to have with the camera I'm hopefully getting soon is night vision, light. they can attach to it.
Right.
So that way, if I'm out in the woods by myself and there's someone else out there that I don't even know, and they have their
Right.
light on, I can turn my night vision on, just turn my flashlight off. That would be a pain in the butt trying to walk, probably.
Yeah, I have a flashlight like that, where you can see everything. It just brightens up. It has like 3 different type of light onto it. It's so cool. But I be out there too, trying to, whenever I go out there, I use my flashlight. But this last video that I did, I had a different flashlight. I couldn't find the one that I normally use, and I was like, dang it. And that's when when I had gone out there, I seen I don't know, it was something tall, like across like my family's house, and it was actually standing, and you can see his glowing eyes, but it just disappeared all of a sudden. So I'm like, okay,
Wow.
that's got to be a demon or something, but that was crazy. And I'm like, wow. But because I didn't have the flashlight I normally have, I couldn't see what's going on too much. You get what I mean? So I was, dang it.
Yeah.
So, and my phone, I was using my phone, so my phone ain't all high tech or anything either. So
Yeah, I don't know if you ever get those feelings, but it's like you're like sitting in the dark or something, or like laying in bed trying to sleep, and you get the feeling that there's just like something watching you or something. It's just I don't like it. Or if you like see like a shadow figure like just dart across like glance, you just see it like out of the corner of your eye, like a shadow figure just darting, like what was that? And it's gone.
Yeah, I actually the first night that I slept in the storage room, I actually did see like a it looked like an orb, but a black orb flying from one end to the other. Yeah, I saw that. I literally saw that, and I was like, whoa. I'm like, okay. So I just kind of like, I didn't freak out or anything, but I'm just like, okay, what the heck is going on here, So I'm like, okay. So I just slept anyways. After that, I just fell asleep within 10 minutes, but yeah, it was crazy.
And then there's those moments where you're so scared, you're just like, you can't do anything. You're standing there, just, what do I do?
Yeah. Well, that sounds like me when I actually saw my dog man encounter the second time. Actually, speaking of that, it was on a Saturday. It was around probably 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I came home, and I walked in the house, and I was just okay. It was a nice day. It was a nice night, actually. I walked in, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go outside and smoke a cigarette. So as I walked out there and I started smoking a cigarette, I started hearing, barking, or not barking, but howling noises. And then I started to hear, and I thought they were coyotes at first, and maybe they were, I don't know, but all I know is that something was coming along with it. So when I turned around to see, it was pitch black, and I don't know. I mean, at that time, I didn't really think so much enough to go inside and grab the flashlight. I was just kind of like thinking, what the heck is this, So as I looked through the back of the house towards the woods, next to the tree where that nice tree that I had where I put the beef jerky at, there was a big old shadow looking creature. It looked like the dog man, it looked like a shape of a dog man, but it was tall. It was like at least 7-8 feet tall. And he had green eyes. And I'm like looking at it, I'm like, what the heck is that? It just kept staring at me. I just got so freaked out that I was like in shock enough to be, I was just, the whole time that I was out there at least for like 5 minutes looking at his eye. Like I couldn't move. I was like in shock, but I was freaking out. Like my body started like shivering, and I started shaking and stuff. And I could still hear like, these, I don't know, like I said, coyote, I don't know what they were, but they were running around the house in the back, and they were just like, and it sounded like they were laughing, but at the same time, it sounded like it was weird. It was so freaking weird. And I was like, okay, after all that, I just ran inside the house. I woke up my dad. My dad came outside, and then, he was out there checking it out. But, he was like, I can't see or hear anything, So there was nothing after I had gone in, right? And then I had told one of my family members to come, and my family member came, and he freaking parked this car like right next to the woods with his flashlight, with his card lights on. And then he had his flashlight, and then, he couldn't see anything either. But the only thing he could say was that, yeah, I did hear something, and it seemed to me like it was there, but it was walking around and it didn't want to come near like my family member. So I was like, okay, what the heck is going on here? But see, you know, one thing, Fox, is like after all that ended, I came back in the house. I stayed in the storage room, and as I was sleeping there, you know, this thing, the one with the green eyes, ended up coming by the window, and I could see the green eyes by the window, but this thing stood up high, tall.
Wow.
So this thing had to be at least 7 or 8 feet tall. It was crazy. And that's true. It's a very true story. But that was my second encounter with the dog man. It was the dog man though, because you know there's a lot of sightings of the dog man here in Allegan County where I live. You know, and it's not just here. You know, they got it too in the Wexford County, which is like a little bit upper by Manistee, in Michigan. So it was pretty crazy. You know.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Crazy. I bet you're wishing you had your camera at the time.
You know what? Yeah. And the crazy thing too, Fox, is I actually did have my camera with me when I got out of the car and I came inside. And when I came outside, I did have my camera. And believe me, I was recording, but my phone did not capture anything. And that's the crazy part about it. And that's one of the reasons why I kept saying, why is it that whenever there is something out there, when it comes to that, I record it, but it doesn't show it on my phone? I don't understand. That's kind of weird, you know, and I kept saying that over and over and over. And I'm like thinking, okay, is it a spirit or is, you know what I mean? Like, it's weird. So I didn't really capture, I mean, nothing on my phone. So I'm like, okay, you know, but yeah, so it was crazy. It was a crazy night. It was a very crazy night. The whole thing lasted for at least 2.5 hours. Okay.
I wouldn't be able to do that. I'd just be screaming my head off, just crying.
Yeah, I was in shock. You know, I was in shock, especially looking at the green eyes. I was like, I'll be honest with you, he had beautiful green eyes. I've never seen an animal with such a beautiful eyes. This thing standing on it 7, 8 feet tall. Like, I mean, it had beautiful eyes, beautiful green eyes. You know, so I was like, wow.
Yeah, with my luck, I wouldn't have a camera with me. I'd always be like, oh, there's something going on. Well, I don't have my camera. Well, poop.
Oh, look. Hi, Wolf. Hey, Fox, you got somebody on there, Wolf.
Yeah, I seen that while you're talking. I just didn't say anything, just not to interrupt you.
Say something. Fox, come on now. Hi, Wolf. How you doing?
I like how, like, he's just like, oh, gosh, not a shadow. I think he left, but he'll be back, hopefully.
But yeah, that was my second encounter with the dog man. The first encounter was when I came home. I was working second shift. This was 2 years ago, same year as what I saw. And as I was coming into the road and driving up to the road to my driveway, my car lights kind of flashed towards the tree where I showed you guys. But the tree is actually located next to my window by my room. And I saw a creature about 7, 8 feet tall, had a big old snout looking thing, you know, like big old nose. I mean, it was scary. And then he was dark. I mean, he was a black fur. And and then he had his sharp ears. So that's how I knew it was like a dog man type of thing. I'm like, no. And this thing was just like wobbling his head, like back and forth looking at me. And I mean, yes, I'll be honest with you, Fox. When I turned into my driveway and my lights flashed at the tree and saw that, I could have easily driven up to that thing, but I didn't want to because I felt like, you know, I felt like if I would have done that, things would have gotten worse. Do you get what I mean? So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go and park my car. And I stayed in my car for at least 6 to 7 minutes because I was still wondering what the heck, like, oh my gosh, I just got back from work. I'm coming home and I'm like, I'm seeing this. And then it was like 11:40 at night and nobody's awake and it's just me, you know. And I was like, oh no. I opened the door and finally I walked on. As I was walking to my house, I could still hear the thing moving, and then I started to hear it running. So as soon as I heard it running, I ran to the door and I just opened the door and I'm like, screw this. I am not, you know, I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm like, I don't know what this thing's about and I don't know what he's going to do. And I just ran into the house.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And that was actually my first encounter with the dog man.
Yeah. If I was you, if I seen that thing when I pulled in, I'd just put it reverse, go the other way.
Yeah, well, I couldn't do that, hon. I had to go home. You know, so, but yeah. Oh, God.
I think we should be doing podcasts or something because this would be awesome.
Yeah.
But YouTube's hard enough to keep everyone.
It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I should probably have better weapons than I do when I'm out exploring, but can't really, have a big gun out there, while I'm doing that.
Right.
One, I don't have any place to put it in my bag or anything.
Hmm.
But yeah. Otherwise, I would be having something out there besides just knives.
Right. Something
Right.
that'll protect you from bigger animals that'll try to come at you.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Geez. Have you had any more Dogman encounters?
Well, a couple, was it a month and a half ago? I did hear howling. Now, those days when I had gone out and investigated, when I put out the videos, yeah, I did hear something running around the woods and stuff, but I can't sit here and say, was it the dog man, I mean, it could have been anything too, but all I know, it was pretty big stomps, you know what I mean? Something big, something heavy. So,
Was it Bigfoot?
well, you know what? I don't know about all that Bigfoot around here. I mean, I haven't heard of anybody giving out sightings about Bigfoot around here. I do know that there's been more sightings of the dog man, though, around where I live. I had a friend who had told me was it a month ago that we were talking about the dogman at work, and then he had said to me, he's like, my coach, which of course he's not just a coach, he's also a teacher. He had told his students that, and he actually lives not far from me, and he had said himself too that he had also encountered with the dogman, and that he was so scared about it but fascinated at the same time that he had one of his students actually draw a picture of what he actually saw. So he actually has that picture in his room, his classroom.
Wow.
Yeah, one of his students told me, a friend of mine, so I was like, wow. And it wasn't far from where I live. So yeah, there's a lot of sightings of the dogman around here.
Yeah.
So we don't really get any sightings of Bigfoot or anything. I mean, not that we know of, but all I know is that when I turn around, there's always, I seen this dogman looking creature, or it looked like a dogman or something that looked like a wolf, but on its hind legs, and so on. I'm like, oh God. And I'm just like, yeah. I'm like, yep.
Yeah, with my luck, I'll be just exploring, filming for a YouTube video one day, and I'll just happen to see something like that. Be like, hey, what is that thing? Get up close to it. Yep, that's Dogman. Just run away.
Yeah.
There's some crazy stuff in this world.
Oh, I know. And I'm pretty sure there's other cryptids too that we don't know of too, which, I mean, who knows? Maybe someday we'll find out what's out there more besides the stuff that we actually know of.
Yeah,
I mean, there's even people right now that don't even know what the dogman is. Whenever they ask me, they're like, Ali, what the heck is a dogman? I'm like, Google it. They go like, oh my gosh, that thing is so scary. What the heck? That thing exists. I'm like, well, there's a lot of sightings, honey. And I mean, hey, I'm about the truth. You know what I mean, Fox? So what I see is what I see. You know what I mean? So I have been in Ricardo 3 times with the Dane Dogman. So I know there's a dogman for sure. But when it comes to anything else, I'm not going to say it's not true. I'm sure there is, but it's just, and I've seen things, but yeah, and not everybody has seen those kind of stuff either. So.
Yeah, when I first started watching Clown and You, I was like, what the heck is Dogman? What are they talking about? And then after I was watching videos and listening about him, I'm like, oh my goodness, this thing exists? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Dogman exists.
I know that Siren Head doesn't exist, but boy, I'd hate to stumble across him. That thing.
Well, I know. Yeah, that thing was pretty freaky looking to look at.
Yeah, it's like humanoid, but instead of like a head, it's like sirens. And it plays like static.
Well, maybe it is a humanoid. Does that ever occur to you guys or no?
Do
you ever think it's a humanoid? Like, I mean, do you think it would be a humanoid or would it be under a cryptid?
Because when you Google it, let me Google it here quick. But it says it's a hostile cryptid,
Uh-huh.
but at the same time, it's kind of it. In that description I did the YouTube video on, it says it says it's a humanoid creature,
Right.
so I wouldn't have a clue. I mean, I'd classify as a cryptid and humanoid.
Okay, both.
But yeah, it says Siren Head is a hostile cryptid, an urban legend created by the artist. So I guess yeah, you can classify it as both.
Okay. Yeah, I've never heard of that. I know when you showed it to me, I was like, whoa, that thing looked kind of like a Wendigo in some
hmm
way.
And I've heard of Wendigos, like because I
Yeah.
watched some gamers play a game about it. And it's like, oh my goodness, that thing's terrifying.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yes, it is.
It's like
Yeah, I
a
know about the Wendigo for a very long time.
mhm. It's kind of like a spirit, kind of like I don't know what really it is exactly as an animal, but it's like a spirit that can like do weird stuff. I know,
He's a
isn't it?
cannibal. Cannibal.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I'd hate to freaking run into that thing at night.
Yeah, no, for sure. I know some
I,
people say too that when they see him, it means things, I don't know, kind of like a supernatural thing, like things happen, or
yeah,
kind of like if you were to see the Mothman type of thing, like something's gonna happen, you know?
yeah, I've heard about the Mothman. I can't
Yeah.
remember exactly what it. I mean, I know what it is, but I can't think of what it does or whatever. What its
Uh-huh.
power is, whatever. You know, might have to Google it here sometime. Oh boy. So anything else you want to talk to him about paranormal or anything?
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff to talk about.
Yeah. I mean, I
There's
don't
all
really
kinds
have any
of
stories, but so what other cryptids are out there besides Dogman, Mothman?
Sasquatch.
Yep,
Um,
heard that.
Chupacabra, right? Wouldn't that be under them?
I'm not sure. I would say so, but I don't know.
Yeah, they
Um,
got stuff out there.
yeah,
I'm just a little more familiar with the dog man,
yeah.
but I like the cryptid, so I
I mean,
do.
there's Bigfoot. I know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, not sure if this would be one, but the Boogeyman.
Does that even exist?
I'm not sure.
Or is
Cause I
it
know
just
when I
a,
was when I was a little kid, I know my parents and my grandparents and all that would just be, don't go down there. The boogeyman's down there right now, saying stuff like that.
I
And
just
I just
scared?
look down the stairs. I just be because it'd be pitch black, and I sit there. I ain't going down there. And just close the door.
That's funny. That is so funny. No,
Mm.
it's probably yeah.
That's probably the reason I'm scared of the dark today. It's probably because of that.
Use a nightlight.
Yeah, which I do. I have a Himalayan salt lamp. It's all salt and it has a light in it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. What other cryptids are there? Hmm. Yeah, I was looking up cryptids today, and supposedly a platypus is a cryptid. I don't know how that would be. I was like, I don't think this website is true here, but I don't have a clue.
Well, never know.
Who knows? So what is Dogman? Is he like half dog, half wolf, half human?
Yeah. To be honest with you, I always hear all different stories.
For sure.
I hear that either he's a spirit, protecting the land, of course, the native
Mm-hmm.
lands. Others, just shape shifting. And then also just a demonic thing and I always hear all kinds of stories. So to
Yeah.
be honest with you, I think it could be anything. I don't think it's just one specific category. Okay, well, he's just a demon, or he's just
Yeah.
this. No, I think it could be anything. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Hmm. So is there any orbs or anything else you've caught besides that one big one and the black one?
Well, I mean, probably like 3 years ago when I was in my bedroom,
Yeah.
because I don't always sleep in my bedroom right now is under construction, so I'm actually sleeping
Yeah.
in the storage room. But anyways, 3 years ago, I actually had an orb. I was doing a little video,
Mm-hmm.
and some orb out of nowhere just came out, and I'm like, whoa. Like yeah, it was pretty crazy. So I don't know what was going on there, but
Yeah.
yeah, I caught that. I wish I had
Yeah.
that video. I deleted it a long time ago. And I mean, if I had that, I would have shown it to you, but
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately I don't. So
Speaking of orbs, I used it was like on an old camera, like a not old camera, but like a regular digital camera. But in our computer room, I'd go there at night, turn off the lights, sit there and have that camera on and have a flashlight, and like you just see like all these little like looked like orbs, but I'm not sure, it could have been dust or something just floating
yeah, I
around.
think
Just
that's the
like
thing too, though, is that orbs get confused with dust too. You know what I
yeah,
mean? A lot of times it can be dust. It can be from the
hmm
ceiling. So that's something
hmm
you got to watch out for too. Not everything's going to be an orb. It could
yeah,
easily be dust too. I mean, yeah, like here in this room, I mean, I try my best to clean it up on the
mhm,
ceiling and stuff for all the dust to come down. So, but unfortunately, yesterday when or this actually around 3:30 when I was recording, the room, and I didn't, like I said, I didn't expect for me to see an orb, but that thing was
mhm,
huge. I mean, you can literally, I forward that to one of my family members. They're like, whoa. They're like, dang, dude, that thing looked like a freaking orb. That was a big orb. I'm like, yeah, but I
yeah,
didn't catch it on time on my camera. That's the worst part. So it's like,
mhm,
he's like, well, I mean, they fly like bugs, you know what I mean? As fast as they can. You
mhm,
ain't gonna catch them unless you
for
got
sure.
the camera right at it.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
last night when I didn't ever put it on YouTube, I was just like filming for fun using my laptop. But I
right.
was like, I think I did actually maybe, but I was, setting up my phone and speaker and had my laptop recording, and I got over here to where that balloon is, and I just happened to look back at my laptop, and I swear it just got all fuzzy like an old TV, like it'd be like fuzz,
Yeah.
and it just like kind of went from top to bottom, like quick. It just went top to bottom, like it didn't go across the screen, just went straight down, and then it went back to normal. I was like, excuse me, you want to run that by me again?
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know what happened. I mean, it was crazy because before any of that, before all this happened with the balloon the other day, I was
mhm.
trying to sleep. And I swear, like there was a bright light just like flashed the whole room, and then it was gone, nothing.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
maybe a minute later or two, it happened again, and that was it. Nothing else. And the rest of the night until the balloon stuff. So I don't know what was going on there. It kind of freaked me out a bit, but like, what's going on? Is the light about to go out or something here? This night light? What's going on?
You're funny.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, shoot.
Balloons, they do that too sometimes too, though, Fox. They do move on their own sometimes. So, I mean, it could be. I mean, I think the weird part about yeah, they do move by themselves either way. But I think the crazy part is when you had said if there's something moving here, or if some you were talking to the balloon, and
I
what
was
you
saying,
said,
I
it
guess there's a
started moving
spirit
the way
here
you
with the
told it to. I'm
balloon.
like, so that's how it was kind of freaky. But balloons usually move on their own too. So
Yeah. I think I said, like, if there's a spirit here, please move the balloon, and then the balloon moved.
yes, right.
That
That's
was,
what. But unfortunately, I mean, yeah, balloons do move either way. I mean, sometimes you can just set them in a certain, you know, area in the room or wherever you want to put it, and all of a sudden it just moves by themselves. You don't really have to mess with it for it to actually move.
yeah. But the weird thing about it is, like, I mean, like, you could see in the video, like, it's losing helium. Like, it's almost deflated. And there's no, like, air moving in this where I'm at. Like, the only way for air to get in is two windows, an air conditioner, and that's about it, other than
Yeah.
fans.
hmm
Otherwise, there's no other air besides me breathing. So I don't know how it's moving exactly because there's no, you know,
Right. No, I get it.
that's kind of what terrified me because I just was like looking down my phone, doing the video, and I looked back up, and that balloon spun right, like so quick in front of my face. I was like just sitting there shocked. Just couldn't believe my eyes. I just seen that thing just whip around. I was like, oh my goodness.
It's funny.
Well,
You'll be okay, Fox. That balloon ain't gonna get you.
it's like tonight I go to sleep in my own bedroom instead of up here. I wake up and that balloon just sitting right at the end of my bed. I'm just like, nope, I ain't doing this.
That's funny.
Yeah. I'm sure on this video, I'm sure everyone's going to be just laughing about my jokes, hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh, liking everything about the video, obviously, but yeah.
Right.
Hopefully. Shoot. Yeah, I'm glad you're back on YouTube, though, for sure.
Yeah, no, yeah. Yep. Well, I just opened up my YouTube like, 2 months ago, as I said. And like I said, I've always been on YouTube. I just never had a channel. I would just watch everybody, everyone I liked, and
Yeah.
just enjoyed their live streams or their streams or whatever you want to, everything about them. So, I just, yeah. And
That's
plus,
why you
I opened it up too because I do my music too. So, I'm more, I do, like I said, I do all kinds of stuff. So it's not just the cryptid or the paranormal. I do all kinds of stuff. So.
And that's kind of how you started YouTube, by just like watching others.
Well, I did it just because I like them, and if I do my own, it's just for me, for me and to, have beautiful subs, of course, I love my peoples, anyone who subscribes to my channel, I respect everybody either way anyways, I'm just that kind of caring person,
Which I'm that kind of way too, in a way.
Yeah.
But
I just like to share.
Go ahead.
I just like to share out stuff that I do and stuff like that, show it to my subs, that's, if it wasn't for them, none of us would be here, to be honest with you, so I respect that. And I like all my subs, everybody, it's all cool. And I like to show what I can do, what I do and everything, just cause.
Same here. Yeah, I kind of got started in YouTube by just like watching people like I don't know if you know them, but CJ and No Sargy and all of them, I kind of watched them, I was like, I want to do something else besides just watching people play video games, and I started watching exploring videos and stuff like that. I was like,
right,
cool, I want to start doing this instead of gaming, because it was so hard to just, like get your game to go on stream without lagging and then get your face cam on. It's like, I'm just going to do exploring. It'd be lazier.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of exploring with Josh.
Oh, yeah, I love that one too.
Oh, yeah. He's awesome.
Huge
fan.
I just watched another cryptid, werewolves.
Yeah, those things are not to mess with.
Yeah, if I see one of those, I'm out. Hopefully.
But. Well, unfortunately, not all of us get lucky to see them. I have seen them, but yeah. So, but it's not. It's cool that you see them, but at the same time, it's scary because you don't know what they're thinking. You don't know if it's that they're just watching you or what they're gonna do, or things like that. So, that's something you got to think about too. So it's like you got to give them their space too. It's like, whoa, kind of like I said when I came home, at 11:30 at night from work, and like I said, I could have easily driven my car up to that area where he was at, but I didn't want to do it. I wanted to respect him. He wasn't doing anything to me. He was just watching me. So I feel like I had to respect it, but one thing, when I heard it running, I didn't know if it was trying to come at me or it's that he was running towards the woods, and I don't know, but I ran inside because I didn't know what was really going on. So, just to be safe,
Huh. Oh, there's sunshine now. For like the last hour here, there's just been like clouds, like no sun at all. And now I'm looking out and there's sun on the ground finally. Oh well. Hopefully I can do something interesting tomorrow, like, go kayaking or fishing or magnet fishing, whatever I want.
Yeah. Yeah, just go have your fun, record what you want and just enjoy your day,
Now, on one of my videos, I didn't get it uploaded because I freaking ran out of storage on my phone, but
Huh?
I don't know if you have me on Instagram or not, but I captured
No,
4 deer.
I don't have it.
Like, no joke, 4 deer on camera. Like, I was just going up a hill, looked at the top of the hill, I was like, that kind of looks like a deer, and I kind of took my camera, zoomed in, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is a deer, and it was just staring right at me as I was walking up the hill. Didn't run away until I started trying to sneak up towards it, but
Yeah, we had 3 baby deers actually a couple nights ago, and they were making themselves at home right behind my property, and I was looking at them. I was like, "What the heck is that?" So I grabbed of course, my flashlight, the main one, went out
mhm,
there and flashed it, and they were just looking at me. They didn't run away, I'm just in there looking at me, and I'm looking at them, and they were feeling all comfy out there. So I let them be, I mean,
mhm,
as long as they're safe, it's all that matters. So it
mhm.
was all good. It's the woods,
Yeah.
Uh,
I kind of laughed because I scared that one deer off, and I didn't even really scare it off because it just went like maybe not even half a mile even, and it went over to
Uh-huh.
3 other deer, and I was just like, oh, okay, it has a family here then, okay. And then I scared them all away. It's like, gosh dang it, because I couldn't go on the other side of the fence because it was land I didn't own, or had permission to go on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of times if you get closer to them, they do run away. So it's better to give them space.
Yeah, which I wasn't even. I was maybe a mile from them when they started running, but
Yeah.
because I was like on a hill that kind of had like another hill on it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get up here a little bit so I can maybe get more advantage to see where they're at. And then
Right.
they just all started running. I was like, well, never mind. And I just started running after them. And yeah, hit the end of the line on the fence.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, deer are pretty unique animals for sure.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Yes.
I had one actually almost come up to me and
Mhm.
actually be able to pet them. But then
Yeah.
these other couples scared it away. So I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Close enough, though, Fox. I actually had one of the baby deers come up to me,
Yeah.
almost come up to me and let me be able to pet him. But a group of people came and they scared him away.
Yeah. Yeah. One year, me and my dad were hunting, and we kind of have like a no, not tree stand, but shack,
Uh-huh.
with orange on it and stuff.
Right.
But we were just looking and looking, and all of a sudden, here come deer right up to our door. Just kind of looked it up, like looked up. Hey, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
But I was like, kind of laughing, like, okay, I feel like they're hunting us now. I feel like we're up here trying to hide, and they're just like, where are you?
Yeah.
But yeah, but yeah, where I usually explore on over here where I'm at. I mean, most of the places there where I'm exploring, that's where we see most of the deer. So I'm probably not doing us any good. I'm probably making them more scared and not come around.
Uh-huh.
But oh well. I mean, well, yeah, we just use them for deer jerky,
Yeah.
which is not bad. Really chewy though, but good. But oh shoot. So what's the most paranormal thing you've had happen to you, like
The
poltergeist stuff,
scariest
moving stuff?
normal cryptid. Well, paranormal, let's see. I think when I was sitting down at my grandparents' house back when I was your age, and it was just me and my bro. He was on the other side of me, and I was sitting actually next to the in between the couch and the table, watching TV. And as I was sitting there, I had something actually touch my shoulder.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was, and after it touched me, it started like kind of like, how like you pet an animal, like you petting somebody, like that's how it felt. Like something was doing that to me, and I
The
was like,
heck?
"What the heck?" I turned around and I kind of like I was freaking out because I knew there was nothing back there. The first of all, it was just me and my bro, you know what I mean? So I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I just started, after all that, I just started screaming. I was screaming, and my bro's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I told him, I'm like, dude, something just touched me. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah. And it was just like petting me or something. I don't know, like everything was gonna be okay, kind of type of.
Mhm.
You know how like when something's wrong and they kind of like pet you, like touch you on your shoulder, saying that
Yeah.
everything's gonna be okay, kind of type of thing. Well,
Yeah.
that's what that was going on with me, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh! But I could literally feel the hands
Oh
doing
my
that to my
gosh.
shoulder. Like, yeah, it was crazy. That was like, I think that's the craziest thing I have ever felt throughout the whole paranormal. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It was crazy.
Yeah. The one thing I won't be able to stand is like if I get a poltergeist or something
Uh huh.
and it just starts opening cabinets, slamming doors. I'm just gonna go. I'm moving. I'm out. I just move. I'm just like I ain't dealing with this.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, at least they make good videos though.
Right, right, yeah.
But yeah, well, I'd be scared though when that would happen to me.
Oh no, that did happen to me. That was when I was about your age. I was like
Oh,
freaking. I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, yeah, it was crazy. I was like, "What the heck?" Yeah, that house. See, the thing though, my grandparents' house was haunted though because my uncle actually he used to work for the ambulance, and one day he had a call, so he took off, and there was an accident, and this lady was killed. So he was the one who actually picked her up and took her into the ambulance vehicle. And as he was doing that, you know, he got blood all over his shoes. But when he got home, he didn't wash his shoes. He didn't throw them away or anything. He was walking around. So we believe that the spirit of the person that he took, you know, when he went to try to save them, but the person, she died, you know, was an older lady.
hmm.
We believe that it was her because my grandma told me that it was never haunted until he came home after that. So I'm like, whoa.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah, yeah. True story though.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, there's been times where I've been in my house and I'll be sitting, my parents will be gone back at work and I'll just be
uh-huh.
sitting there alone watching YouTube or something and I'll just hear footsteps on a wood floor. Like,
Uh-huh.
then I'll look in and the footsteps will just stop completely. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever
That's
had
just
that happen?
like well, yeah, I do hear noises in the house, but a lot of times it could be the concrete too. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
because you know how like
settling.
when weather changes and stuff,
Yeah.
it could be that too. So
Hmm.
I don't really kind of like, okay, it's all paranormal. I mean, it could be that, or it could be
Yeah.
paranormal. I mean, yes, I do know that the house where I'm living at is haunted, but like I said, it has nothing to do with our house. It's actually the area that we live in. So I mean, but yeah, I do hear that a lot. I do know that my mom had told me a few months ago that she was here alone, and as me and my father were working, she said that she was hearing somebody walking around the house and opening up the doors. She thought it was my dad or me coming. You know, we were already home, but when she walked out, there was nobody there, no car, no nothing, and the door was locked and everything. And she's like, "Oh my gosh!" So yeah, she did tell me that she had heard something walking around the house as she was in the bedroom, and that she heard somebody open up the doors. So
Yeah. Shoot. Yeah, I've heard a lot of weird noises. Like when I'm out there exploring, like there was been a few times when I was out there like almost at night, and I just heard like really, really strange noises and like sound like animals. I'm like, I don't recognize that noise. I'm gonna stay away
yeah,
from you there.
I
But
mean some of that, and I mean you got to listen to the callings too, though.
yeah,
That's the thing, you know. Sometimes the callings, you know, when you ever hear an animal, you know, cry or do something, it does sound
hmm,
scary though, Fox. But the thing is, it could be easily a coyote, it could be a wolf, you know.
yeah,
But a lot of times they sound different depending on the calling. But then
yeah,
again, it could be anything too, you know. I mean, so sometimes you just gotta listen to
Yeah.
the voice. You know what I mean? Like the
Hmm.
cries or everything
Yeah.
you hear coming from that. That's something you
Mhm.
listen to. That's what I do. Whenever I go out there, I don't expect to be the dog man all the time. When I hear something howl, it doesn't mean it's always the dog man. It could be a
Mhm.
coyote crying out for help or something's going on, or it could be a
Mhm.
wolf. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm listening. As I'm listening, I'm like, okay, but then again, sometimes when I hear something very awkward, then I'll be like, okay, now that is something I've never heard before, and it's very
Mhm.
sounds dangerous. Like I could feel it within myself. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
it's like, okay, that doesn't sound right.
Mhm. Wow. Hmm. Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one thing I will not get into ever, I mean, I don't think I will, hopefully, is voodoo. You know?
Oh no, I don't do that.
Ugh. I couldn't do it. Ugh, it'd be creepy, terrifying.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't do that.
Hmm.
I believe in my gods too much. I mean, yes, I do believe that there's a lot of magic out there and stuff.
Hmm.
But I don't do that. I mean, I know that I mean, like as myself, I uh I can feel people's energies. I can feel people's when someone's sad, I can feel stuff like that.
Yeah,
I
kind of
can
cool.
feel when something happens. Like if I smell something, like was it a couple days ago, I started smelling fire, burnt,
Yeah.
and within a couple hours there was a house burning.
The heck?
Yeah. I can feel people's emotions, I can stuff like that. I do feel stuff like that. That I do have that kind of gift, as they
Yeah.
say, gift,
Wish I
but
had that. Yes, that's
bad
cool.
thing. No, I don't do stuff like that to other people, but I'm not going to disrespect anybody either. Everybody's different. So,
Yeah. Wish I
um,
had that gift. That's awesome.
yeah, yeah, I've had that since birth. So
Yeah.
it's kind of scary though sometimes because there's sometimes I'll be, hearing things and all of a sudden something happens. It's like, oh my gosh, like what the heck. And yeah, it's crazy.
Who knows?
I,
Maybe I have it. I just don't know it.
yeah, yeah, it's some people have it, not everybody does though.
Like, I mean, sometimes I feel like something might happen, but sometimes it doesn't.
Uh-huh.
Or like something happens, I'm like thinking, okay, there's got to be a reason for this right now.
Right, right, yeah.
Is that how you do it, or what? What? How do you know?
The what?
Like you were saying, you could sense people's emotions and stuff.
Mhm. Right.
So how can you do that? Like, just
It just comes out of nowhere, Fox. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like I can't sit here and say, okay, I'm gonna feel somebody. You know what I mean? No,
yeah,
I mean, I could be sitting here and all of a sudden I smell something funny or something's going on. You know what I mean? Like I just start to sense things.
yeah,
I sense things and all of a sudden, boof. Oh wow.
yeah.
Like really? You know? So yeah.
I think I might have it then because I remember. I think it was maybe my first video at night because I was walking down by a shed and I just got that feeling like if I continue going, I feel like something bad's going to happen to me, and I just turned around and just continued going the other way.
Well, I mean that's normal though. I mean, a lot of people
Yeah.
get that feeling, you know what I mean? Especially if you're
Hmm.
out there and about, my situation, I mean, I have blood family that runs through that.
Yeah,
I'm not the only one in my family that has that.
yeah. That's cool though. Cool thing that you can do. That's awesome.
It is, Fox, but sometimes it can be scary. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I mean,
Hmm.
I can sense things. Like, I mean, I sensed when my grandma was gonna pass away. I knew when she was gonna pass away, and that's why when I had seen her, um, 2 days actually prior before she died, I told her. She looked at me and she was like, I don't want to leave you. And she was afraid to leave me and my grandfather. And I told her, I said, Grandma, you need to go. You've been suffering for a very long time. I love you. You need to go. And she looked at me and she kind of wanted to cry. I could feel her. And I said, don't cry. And she looked at me. She's like, how did you know I was going to cry? I'm like, don't cry. I go, you will be
Gee.
okay. Just let yourself go. You need to let yourself go. So she's like, okay. And as soon as I looked at her, I knew she was going to pass away within 1 or 2 days. And she did. She did.
Wow.
So yeah, but
Mhm.
I mean, it's things like that. I knew
Mhm.
how what was going to happen and stuff like that. So it's crazy.
I mean, I've had something kind of like that happen because we had what was it? A husky,
Uh-huh.
and 13 years old, and he got ran over and survived. And you know, my parents took him to the vet, and my dad was staying at the vet,
Uh-huh.
and then me and my mom went to get groceries, and my dad called her, and my mom, and I just could instantly feel like I knew that our husky was not coming home. I just knew it. Like I just got that feeling. Because
Hmm.
my mom just was quiet. She didn't say anything to me. She just stayed quiet.
Right.
And I just got that feeling like, okay, I know this dog's not coming home. I know that something happened. He's dead or something.
Yeah.
And then after she got the phone with him, she said the vet had to put him down. And I just started crying. I was like, yep, I knew that.
Oh,
But
sorry for your loss.
it's been a while, but yeah. We have another dog. It's a little Shih Tzu Yorkie.
Oh, cute. I've
Yeah.
always wanted dogs like that.
Yeah, the funny thing is she
My
looks like,
last dog that I had was a German Shepherd, half German Shepherd and half wolf.
oh, that's cool.
Yes, very cool.
Mm.
Yeah, during a moon, he would howl.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's cute. It was cute though. He would howl. I'm like, wow. But he was a wolf. He
Yeah.
was part wolf and part German Shepherd. He was a big dog though. He weighed
Well,
over probably like 100 some pounds, almost 200. He was a pretty tough dog. He's a
yeah.
pretty big dog.
I'd love to see people's reaction when your dog just starts howling out of nowhere. They'd be like, "What's he howling at? Oh, he's fine. He's just howling at the moon."
Don't we all, huh?
Yeah. Oh, shoot. But yeah, the funny thing is about our dog is she's like a tan color, like a French fry color,
Okay.
and her name is French fry.
Yeah. Aw. Hey, Fox, I'm gonna be right back. I'll be right back, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Oh shoot. That's awesome. Oh shoot. That's awesome.
Okay, I'm back.
All right.
Sorry, I had to go do some stuff.
That's fine. Yeah, the wind actually stopped blowing.
Oh yeah?
Like
Yeah,
before,
I
you
haven't
could
been
hear like a
outside.
whistle almost.
Yeah. I
Now
haven't
it's
been outside in like what, 40 minutes now?
yeah, yeah.
Uh-oh, you're going off. Hello?
Um, okay, I guess it's just me now. Um, um, Allie, I don't know if you're here or not, Allie. What? Cinnamon? Allie, here's the thing again if you want to join. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Shoot. There?
Yeah, I gotcha. Phone was lagging, huh?
I don't know. I don't know what happened. I was outside and then all of a sudden you just left. I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
I couldn't hear you for a couple of seconds.
Okay.
So I was like, oh man, I didn't know if it was your stuff acting up or your live stream or if it was my phone. So I know I have my phone charged.
I think it
It
might have
ain't
been
charging
me.
too well because I'm on live stream with you.
Yeah. Well, well, see you around, Allie. I'm gonna go eat.
All right. Well, you take care. Thank you for having me on your stream show.
Yeah, no problem. I'm glad you came.
Yeah, yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Take care, kid.
It's been a little fun adventure talking about that stuff. Yeah, Allie. Okay. As always. Oh, what the heck? Okay, I don't know what just happened. No problem, Allie. I'm trying to. As always, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.